Hey guys, what is going on? I'm the Nufferdog, and welcome back to some more Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well. I'm happy, because I have absolutely no obligations today. Anyway, last time we saved Lanayru Province... Wrong, pause button. Saved Lanayru Province from the Twilight. This time we have a couple different things we want to do. But, the main one is we were approached by the spirit of the Zora Queen and told to help save her son, who was sent to Hyrule Castle. And if we do that, she will give us some sort of object that allows us to swim in deep water, which means we will be able to access the Lakebed Temple where the last fused shadow is. So, first things first, we've got to get out of Lake Hylia to get to Castletown. Here's a Zora. I'm a member of the Zora tribe, the proud people who care for Lake Hylia. The other Zoras are all on guard at patrol at the bottom of the lake. And... oh right, I forgot about this annoying little... most irritating parrot ever. Oh, a human! I'm Plum! But I don't need to talk to humans! Yeah, that guy will only talk to you when you're a wolf. And since there's no Twilight, we can't be a wolf right now. Some of the Zoras are still alive down under there. I always forget what voice I did for this guy originally. I thought maybe they dried up along with the lake. Hey buddy, have you heard? There's like a temple or something at the bottom of this lake. They put on such airs with all their rituals and fancy temple hoo-ha, and they just disappear. And what's with putting that temple so deep that humans can't swim there? I swear, those Zoras. Oh, are you a customer? Aha, you are one lucky fella. The height of excitement, the thrill of launching to the heavens, the very peak of flying fantastication. It can be yours, fella, for a limited time only and without waiting in line. It's a paltry 10 rupees. Why did I suddenly become Southern? What do you say, buddy of mine? Want to give it a shot? Yeah, we will give it a shot. Welcome, fella, and right this way. Gonna go into the sketchy man's house because he promised thrills and excitement. And he's going to operate this odd contraption. I guess this guy and his partner in crime are sort of replacements for Tingle not being in this game. I think it's a positive thing. Tingle's creepy as hell, whereas I really like this guy. Even though this cannon is sketchy as hell. I like his partner in crime a bit less. He just feels more generic, weird, clown minigame running person. Whoa, that reminds me of something. Didn't the late queen in Zora's domain ask you to do something? Well, yes, she did. She asked us to find her son, the one who's been missing since he headed for Hyrule Castle. I think she said something about granting you some special power if you rescued him. If the final piece of the fused shadow is on the bottom of Lake Hylia, then it looks like we're gonna need that ability. Yes, Midna's offering a hint in case you've forgotten what to do. So now we're on this upper part of the whole flying fantastication thing, where this creeper operates another minigame, but we're not gonna do it right now. Yeah, there'll be a good opportunity to do it later. I guess that's kind of a lazy excuse for not making interesting commentary. Or maybe I just like to sing, so screw you. Don't literally screw you. That would be unpleasant. Wait. Yeah, that's insulting. Just forget I said anything. Yeah. Tact. I like tact. Do you like tact? I like tact. We will just ride our horse. Can we... I have to check. I I have to see if... Jerome? I have to see if we can blow that up with bombs. Actually, we might need to blow something else up. Although, it would probably be easier to collect all these rupees if we weren't on horseback. A lot easier. OCD Rage! This is just an optional little side path that we don't really need to go on right now, so I guess I'll stop meandering around and just get on with things. I never used that path once in my practice run, even though I've used it in previous playthroughs of the game. I guess it's kind of like a shortcut between, like Hylia and, like, the top part of Hyrule Field, but, We'll get the ability to warp whenever we want, and then it just becomes not very useful. Die, Bokoblin, you're irritating. Or Boblin, god, whatever. Okay, unequip that. Stabby, stab, stab. And finishy, finishy, finish. Finishy, finish, finish. Oh, whatever. Here's the Golden Wolf. Your hat is tastier than ever! A great rallying cry. We meet again. It appears your efforts have begun to return some vigor to Hyrule, but it is far too early to relax. Do you feel it ready to earn another hidden skill to steel yourself for the forthcoming battles against more powerful foes? I do. Very well. But before we begin, I must test to ensure you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the shield attack. Now then, come at me! All we gotta do here, hit him with a shield attack, and then sword him. Sword is a verb, right? Everything's a verb. Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well. My third hidden skill is the backslice. Let it be hewn, whatever, into your mind. Bum, 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 bum. A mere shield attack is no match for an enemy protected not just by a shield, but by a thick, full-body coat of armor. Such enemies are often focused on guarding against frequent frontal attacks. They often leave their rear unprotected. The rear? I don't want to attack anyone's rear now. That is when you Z-target and press A while tilting the control stick to jump around and roll around your foe, then perform a jumping slice. You really don't need no fourth wall where I come from, because I'm a tutorial person, bitch. This is the backslice. Now try it. Oh, oops. Really? I screw up on my first attempt. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we just do that sort of sidestep jump, and then keep holding side and press A an extra time, and then swing the Wii Remote with the right time to hit them in the back. It's pretty darn handy to be able to get around people like that. You carry yourself well, but do not forget the proper timing for swinging your sword when you jump. The third hidden skill, the backslice, has been passed on. It's pretty much identical to the rolling parry attack from Wind Waker, but now you can actually choose which parry attack you do. You learned the third hidden skill, the backslice. Circle around heavily armored enemies to strike their unguarded rears. I keep telling you, I don't want to strike anyone's rear. There are still 4 hidden skills for you to learn. Do not neglect your daily sword training between now and the time you come to learn the next skill. May we meet again. I don't need daily training. I'm spending my whole time fighting monsters and things. That is my daily training. And it's nighttime. And... no! Are you kidding me? He shot me from beyond the grave. My arrow hit him before it even looked like he had fired his, but... Mr. Ark! Wait! Greetings, Mr. Ark. I have come to deliver a letter. There is a letter for you, Ark. 2 letters, in fact. Well, my business is concluded. Onward a mail. Onward to mail. Onward a mail? That's not a word. I do kind of like how he, that classic Zelda jingle, though. Finally, we finished production on a new type of bomb. These ones can be used in water. We have them in stock now! Come and buy and pick yours up! Salesperson voice. Yes, there's a new type of bomb available at Barnes Bomb Shop. That's very valuable. The Lanayru Tourist Association has prepared a grand tour of natural splendor. Our current main attraction is Isa and Hina's playground for grown-ups. I'm not totally sure I want to learn about a playground for grown-ups. I know this Let's Play series isn't exactly G-rated, because I swear sometimes, but no. No, game. No, localization. No. You'll find both immediately down from the riverbank from the Zora waterfall pool. Isa's Rapid Ride. Shoot at targets while riding the raging river rapids. No extra charge for using bomb arrows. Hina's Fishing Hole. It's a fight against nature with lure fishing. What kind of fish can you catch? We look forward to seeing you there. Okay, that sounds a lot more tame. But playground for grown-ups? Are you serious? I guess that would make sense if you're a little kid, but when you're a teenager or even an adult, I would imagine you can see the odd connotation there. So now that we are a human and there's no Twilight, there's a whole lot of stuff to do in Castletown. Actually, a lot of it is unavailable, but there's still neat stuff. You can talk to these gossipy ladies. The Zora child, I heard he was taken to the bar on the other side of the southern road. Telma's always got her hands full. This guy is noteworthy. If you would, for the sake of peace in Hyrule, would you please make a donation? You can donate money to him. It might seem like it doesn't do anything, but actually, if you donate enough to him, you get a heart piece. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give him 50 rupees right now, why not? May the spirit of love descend upon you. If you continue to pray for peace, someday you will be surrounded with love. That's sort of a hint that you can get a heart piece by giving him money. There's a mini-game here that's pretty cool, but we can't do anything with it yet. Play the star game, that's all the rage in Hyrule. Don't you want to be a star too? Unfortunately, we cannot yet be a star, because you need to already have things set out for you to be a star, just like Real World. Is it showtime yet? The young man emceeing is so handsome! I can't wait to hear his lovely voice! I wish someone would go in soon! I think the fact that they're like blue and green and red and like their hairstyles is a reference to the three goddesses, Neru, Din, and Furor, but they are the fangirls. And if you do well at the star game, they will like squee at you and follow you around and drop hearts, which you can actually pick up to heal yourself. Agatha's Castle. What? What's up with you? You have some business at Agatha's Castle? You don't look like you'd be a friend of hers. I've got a piece of advice for you. If you don't have any business here, you're better off not loitering for very long. This guy is kind of weird. I always found him very ominous. We have 2 golden bugs at the moment. I would say it's worth going in here. I mentioned there was someone rather crazy who we could give our golden bugs to for rewards. This is that person, and she's very strange. Oh boy, I thought you were a giant grasshopper. But you're not a bug, you're a person. Still, you're wearing those clothes, so that tells me you like bugs too. How? Oh boy, I forgot the formalities. You have an audience with the Princess of the Bug Kingdom. Agatha is my name. I've invited the 24 golden bugs of the world to the ball, but I don't know if they got lost on the way or what, but they're not here, that's for sure. If you see them, would you please bring them here to Agatha's castle and tell them the princess awaits? Oh boy, if you have a bug with you now, please give it to me. The ball must begin. Yeah. A strange rich girl who lives by herself and is obsessed with bugs and calls herself the Princess of the Bug Kingdom. Very strange, but we can give her our golden bugs. Oh boy, who's your friend? You're a little female ant, aren't you, you little cutie? Aren't you, you little cutie? Little ant, I might mistake you for a grain and put you in my cereal. She says all these weird things about each bug type. Oh boy, thank you so much, I'm so happy. You actually went bug hunting for me, didn't you? To be honest, I doubted you would. I guess some might consider me a poor-mannered princess. Only character development she ever shows. Okay, not development, but only real personality she ever shows. Other than being creepy as f***. From now on, if you bring me insects, I'll share my happiness with you. You can keep it in this. You got the big wallet! You can now hold up to 600 rupees. Yes! That is very handy. I wonder if there's a partner for little female ants somewhere close by where you found this one. If any bug becomes part of a pair, I think I'll be able to share great happiness with you. Yes, she actually See, we've gotten the first wallet upgrade for her, and she also gives you the second wallet upgrade and last one, but I believe you have to give her every single golden bug. Have you brought a bug for Princess Agatha's ball? Yes. But see, if you give her the first bug of a pair, she gives you 50 rupees. Oh boy, who's your friend? You're a little male pillbug, aren't you, you little cutie? Little pillbug, little pillbug. I wish I was smaller so I could roll you around like a ball. Oh boy, thanks you so much. Oh, I'm so happy. Allow me to share this happiness with you. You got a purple rupee. 22 bugs left until I have them all. If you don't mind my asking, can you find a partner for any single bug at the ball? Yeah, if you get the second in a pair where you've already given her the first, she'll give you 100 rupees instead of 50. So giving her a whole pair of bugs can get you a total of 50 rupees. Or 150 rupees. Which is very nice. This lady.
Oh.
Wow, the fortunes of this place really are accurate. My fortune said that if I stand in front of the shop, a man wanting to date me would come talk to me. Sounds like a scam to me. That's what you're doing, right? Right? Sorry, but you're not my type. Bitch. The fortune-telling mansion, Fanati's Palace. This is a place you can go into, you give the person some money to get advice if you're stuck, but, I don't have any particular need for it, because I always know where to go, basically. My dad can't get any hot spring water to sell, so lately he just sits outside the western gate. I talk to him, but he just sighs. He does not seem like the father I remember. This is so bad. I am afraid my father will never be the same. I do not know what to do. Yeah, there's some side quests we can do later involving Gorons and hot spring water. But we've derped around enough. What we want to really do here is go into Telma's bar, because I've wasted a lot of time just derping around doing random stuff. That is a Zora child. This is beyond my expertise. Considered making him sound like the medic, but no. He's just a grumpy old guy. Doctor, wait! If something isn't done, this child will... It's Ilya! We finally get to meet her as a human. Are you ignoring me? Are you mad at me? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this treatment? I demand an explanation. Well, this isn't good. A human doctor won't do, huh? That old coot reminded me, though. I've heard of a shaman in Kakariko village in the Elden Lands who's tended to Gorons and Zoras. Is that true? Perhaps if we take him there. Inadvisable. Too dangerous. But we can't turn a blind eye to a pretty girl in need, either. Yes, we'd better escort you. Am I right, boys? We're excited. Well, isn't that nice? To reach Kakariko, we've got to cross two plains that are each infested by dangerous beasts. Huh? But we'll be safe now. Nah, you got left behind. Because you're short. Aw, actually that makes me feel sorry for him. Cowards, don't ever show your faces here again! Because I'm short. Oh my. Looks like we've got one young swordsman left. And not only that, but it looks like this brave young man will escort us, even though I didn't say anything. So get ready to go, honey. Pronto! You know that girl, don't you? It's a real shame. She can't even remember her own name right now. Bless her heart. That's what real people say in the South. I was right to give her a southern accent. She found this poor boy collapsed in the road, so she did all she could to save him. More courage in that girl than in all the soldiers of Hyrule, that's for sure. You lend your strength to her, you hear me? Well, seems there's another bull riding bastard down there. So you say the bridge to the west has been destroyed, huh? Then our only option is to cross the bridge to the east. Gotta take kind of a roundabout route to get to Kakariko because of that other bridge being destroyed. Wait, what? Was that the same guy? No, couldn't be. You see what that means? You'll have to deal with that thing. How did he survive? Seriously, and we just teleported. Wow, that was strange. Thank you so much for this. If you don't mind me asking, what's your name? Ark? I will never in all my life forget your kindness, Ark. Little lady, I think you'd best save your thanks until we're safe in Kakariko. This swordsman of ours has great eyes, honey. They're proud and wild, like a feral beast. Yeah, everyone notices the eyes. We need a beast right now to keep the true ones at bay. If we make it to Kakariko safely, we'll just thank him then, okay? And creeper wink. Derpy smile. Okay, this is an interesting little part here. We have to escort their horse and cart. You ready to roll, Ark? You gotta protect these young ones on the way to Kakariko. We definitely want to have the Gale Boomerang equipped. The reason for that is that the cart can be caught on fire if an enemy hits it with a fire arrow, which we've noticed the Boblins do tend to have often. So the Gale Boomerang is useful for putting it out. So this is a big section with a lot of mounted combat. You generally want to stay close by their cart, and we gotta try to defend them from enemies. First off, though, we gotta deal with this ass. How did this guy survive falling into Elden Gorge? How? How? All he got off with was a broken horn. Which, that might be hugely shameful or whatever, but still, he survived a massive fall. And it looks like he doesn't seem to have much of any weapons. Okay, it's your turn, honey, we're counting on you. Looks like he doesn't seem to have much of any weapons, but he has 2 huge shields. Which means it's impossible to hit him from the side. So, rather than hitting him with our sword, what we want to do is just shoot him with an arrow from up front, and then try to dodge him. As he runs by. So there's not really any need to dash here, you actually have more time to aim if you, don't. But I find this easier than the first encounter, because you don't have to worry about dodging and then hitting him. You just shoot him. If you can aim, you can do it. So he fell into Lake Hylia, and somehow the gate keys just float up. No, we don't know how it works, just deal with it. It's Zelda logic. Nice, honey, keep up the good work. Okay, now the harder part of this starts. Where we have to defend this. We have to go along this long route marked out on our map and defend the cart from a whole bunch of regular enemies, rather than one boss enemy where we don't really even have to defend the cart particularly, and it's easy from the previous encounter with him. But whatever. So basically, it's too hard to really try to deal with every one of these little archer guys, so really all we have to do is just Gale Boomerang the cart, which we can lock onto if it's caught on fire. We don't really engage in much combat ourselves until mounted enemies start appearing. And birds. There are evil birds. So here's one of these gates. So we gotta dismount to unlock it with those gate keys we got off the King Boblin. I used to find this section pretty hard, but I had a pretty good time with it on my practice run. I think it is a cool little change of pace. Alright, it looks like there's some Boblins coming up, riding a boar behind us. So, best way to deal with these guys is the arrows, but if they get close, sword works pretty well too. And there are these birds that are gonna try to drop bombs on the thing, but you can kill them with an arrow. That boar ran into the wall. Oh! are irritating. Whoa! I jumped the boar? I didn't know a boar could trigger a jump. Okay, we got stuck behind the cart a bit doing that, and they're on fire. Gale boomerang them, and then shoot these guys' asses. Literally, we're shooting them from behind. Shoot this bird if we can. Sometimes they're a little harder to hit. Huh. Doesn't seem like as many enemies are coming up. It's being pretty easy to get through this field. These fields. All I gotta do is just come in and unlock this. And then... oh, they're on fire again. That's a problem. But now we've made it into Kakariko and we're done. That was pretty easy. And here we are in the inn. He has passed through the worst of it. As long as he rests, he should recover in due time. Do you know the fate of his mother? Her welfare consumes him. He has been mumbling deliriously about her almost constantly. I can see the knowledge grieves you. It must be an awful memory. It's not like we saw her die or anything. I'll stay with him until he's better, no matter how long it takes. Is that so? Thank you, Colin. So yeah, Ilya is going to be here in Kakariko for the rest of the game, along with Prince Ralis. And these other children. Hey Ark, about Ilya. Is it true what they said about her? Yes, she has lost her memory, Colin, and regaining it will be no simple task. Amnesia, video game cliché number 3 or something. But it will be alright, child. If we just give her some time, I am certain that Ilya will find her heart again. Now all she needs is a brain. So, Colin, I'd like to ask you to stay in this village until then. It is our turn to show the courage that you have already displayed. Once again, you're not going to bow back. Nice to see there's still hope here, and it's always good to see happy results repay your efforts. Those skills of yours, any chance you're of the mind to put them to use for Hyrule? What hope is there in our kingdom is What hope there is in our kingdom is frail and dying, but there's still a group trying to do what it can. And I'm a member of that group. I'm also a hooker on the side. Don't mind that. Call me Telma. Shaking with the left hand. Although it is actually kind of interesting that they put shaking hands at all in a Japanese game, since they don't do that in Japan, from what I hear. I may just stay here a bit longer. I'm still worried about Ilya, and, well, never mind about the rest. Yeah, apparently she has some kind of thing going with Renato. Ark, I want to see you again at my bar, you hear me? The bar is actually a kind of safe house for my friends. There's a passageway that leads to the castle from in there as well. If you ever need anything, stop by. I'll be waiting for you, honey. Creeper wink again. See? Thing going with Renato. This is a long episode. Just realized her arms are really weird looking. I guess that's the clothes she's wearing. Sort of reminds me of the scene at the beginning of Skyward Sword, but of course this came first. Just gotta follow her. And the song playing in the background is actually the Serenade of Water from Ocarina of Time. Remixed, of course. It's very pretty, too. And that odd gravestone-looking thing is gonna disappear. Just disappear. Ghost power, I guess. I don't know. just sounds like a machine cooling down or something. See, I don't want to talk too much over this because I feel like it's kind of a serene and magical scene. I don't know. I hope saying that, though, was loud enough to even be picked up by the mic. And the camera went off to the side, causing us to dive derpily off to the side, because we're derpy, and the hero is usually derpy, because he's controlled by a derpy player. I am deeply grateful to you for aiding my son in his time of need. You were right to bring him here. Kakariko Village is a sacred place for the Zora people. It is where we find eternal rest. I skipped that too fast. My husband in life, King Zora, also rests his spirit here. Wait, is that the guy from Ocarina of Time? Because he was irritating. It is no coincidence that my son found his salvation in this place. That which I have promised you is within this grave. During his lifetime, my husband created garments specifically for the chosen hero. Garments that house the abilities of the Zora. Wait, does that mean we have to go grave robbing to get it? Okay, no, she's just gonna do that for us. I guess it's not opened up completely, there's just a special chamber. You got Zora armor! This armor was handed down to the Zora royal family. What? I thought the one guy made it and then it was buried with him. Okay, whatever. If you have it equipped, you can move freely through the water, but you will be more vulnerable to fire and ice attacks. Now at last I can join the king in slumber. And yet, my son, he still knows nothing of my death. If you see him again, please pass on this message. Tell him he must not grieve his mother's passing. Tell him she wanted to be brave, and live on as the king of our people. And tell him his mother loves him without end. Tell him. Well, it's a good thing you found all of your friends and picked up that nifty Zora armor. But aren't you forgetting something kind of important? That last fused shadow. Remember what Farron the Light Spirit said? He said you would need the fused shadows to defeat this dark overlord Sant and save the world. So even if you go back now with all the people you saved, the whole tragedy would just repeat itself. So let's go get it. We need to go to the temple on the lakebed of Lake Hylia. Yes, even though we've saved everything from Twilight and found all of our friends who were kidnapped, we still have serious business. And I love the Zora armor. In addition to being really useful, because it lets you move around freely underwater, it also looks really frickin' cool. Wait a minute. And we don't really need the Gale Boomerang at any point. Bombs. I guess I'll just do that. Oh, that bottle's empty. Alright, because I died fighting that bird. And so now we have infinite breath underwater. And we can also swim around very quickly and efficiently. Wherever we please. And there's some stuff we can do down here involving getting rid of these rocks. But not quite yet. Because we don't have any way to blow things up that's underwater. That's something that we'll cover in the next episode, because this has been a really long episode that I did not intend to be this long. So we will do more of this stuff and go into this Lakebed Temple in the next episode of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Goodbye from the Nifferdog.